G'day everybody and welcome to another All Things Essendon video. Today is an Essendon NGA and Father Son update. Obviously there's been a lot going on the last month with the under 16s and under 18s national championships. We've had representation in both, some good performances in both as well. So it's an exciting time for Essendon fans with the young guys coming through hopefully this year, next year and the year after. Although it's a long way to go yet with those guys. But let's get straight into it. And the first player I want to have a chat about and look at is Adam Sweid. So these are his averages for the national championships in the 4 games he played. Pretty good, to be honest. Like he was touted as in the 30s to 40s range starting the championships. And even looking at Kautumi's Phantom Draft this morning, he had him at I think it might have been 21 or 2 or something like that. So he's definitely come in a bit. Whether we want that or not, I mean, at least we know we've got a decent player on our hands. He's that more Dion Prestia type. He's more in and under. He's a really good tackler and he hunts the footy with ferocity. So he's probably going to start his career more as a half forward than a midfielder. If we end up with him next year. But some pretty good stats here. 17 touches a game, 4 tackles, almost 5 tackles a game. Is the one that you look there, and you just love that. You want a player, and Essendon need a player who hunts the opposition and doesn't mind getting a bit rough. So that's good to see. Plenty of clearances, good score involvement as well. Not many inside 50s, but he did have a game where he kicked 4 goals against the Allies. Where am I here? Yes, he kicked 4 goals against the Allies a couple of weeks ago. So some really nice goals in that too. A couple of classy ones, one over his head. He kicked 2 from about 30, 40 metres out on the run, which is what you want to see from him. We didn't see him much last year because of his ACL, but he's had a really good year for the Calder Cannons as well. So all looking good for him next year. For this season, this off season, and hopefully, I think we end up with him, and it'll be really good if we did, and can develop him as a half forward mid. On to the next one. Hussein El Ackhar, or Ashkar, or whatever how you pronounce his last name. I've heard it pronounced differently a couple of times now, but another really good championships from him. He gets plenty of shots on goal. That's not 1.1 goal 5 behinds, by the way, that average. It's 1.5 goals a game. He did kick 6 goals 9 throughout the tournament, though. So he's always having 3-4 shots on goal a game. He needs to work on that accuracy a bit, although he's been accurate for the Calder Cannons this year. Plenty of score involvements. The one area he needs to improve on, though, is his tackling and his pressure up forward. That's the one thing that probably lets him down a bit. But yeah, that's something we can work on. Hopefully, if we end up with him and we get him in the draft, can kind of develop him in that forward role. He obviously knows where the goals are, so it's just really that pressure act sort of things that we need to see more of going forward. But we've done a really good year from him. He's in the top 3-4 small forwards in the draft pool this year, so exactly what we need. We need another one of these sorts of players. So all going well for him, and hopefully he can finish off the Talent League well this year, kick some more goals, maybe work on that pressure and get more tackles into his game. But he had a really good game against. He had 2 actually real good games. One against the Allies as well, which Sweid had done really good in. That was probably the Vic Metro's best performance of the Carnival. He kicked 3 goals that day, but he also kicked 2 goals 3 against WA and had 11 score involvements, which was a team high. So that's good to see. He gets around when he's around the ball, they're scoring. He's getting involved on the scoreboard himself. So, good future for Huss, and he's another one, hope we really end up with by the draft time in November. Next lad I want to have a talk about, he's an underager in the under-18s Talent League this year, and that's Blake Justice. He's part of our NGA Academy. I will also say that the previous 2 boys are part of the NGA. If you didn't know, I'm assuming majority of the people that are listening to this we already know that. But Blake Justice is another one for next year. He's had a really, as an underage, a really promising year for the Calder Cannons, 18 disposals a game, 3 inside 50s. He's more of a tall, lanky fella, but he does move around really well, and he's got decent skills for an underager. Go watch his highlights on YouTube. There's some of them there, and yeah, he's an exciting prospect for next year. Hopefully, he can yet again get a bit of muscle on, take that next step. Where they see him playing, I'm not sure. I think he can kind of like he plays a bit of mid, plays a bit of half forward, could probably even play a bit of half back. So he's a bit of everywhere. That's what he seems to be with Calder Cannons at the moment. So, yeah, another exciting one for next year. And the fact he's getting 18 disposals as an underager, yeah, it's a really good sign. So, he's one for next year to keep an eye on. He'll probably finish the year playing under 18s with the Calder Cannons as well. So, definitely keep an eye on him. And he's one who could skyrocket up next year and hopefully be another good player for Essendon in years to come. The next three guys are the three that probably there's one a lot of people have been talking about for a while now, and that's obviously Koby Bewick. He does look like a star in the making. I know he's 16, so let's not go too early, but he's obviously the father son of Darren Bewick, 200 game plus Essendon absolute gun he was. 90s, early 2000s, wasn't it? So even though I was a young tacker back then, but yeah, Koby has plenty of skill about him. He's very good on the outside, got a great kick on him. Just knows how to find the footy, doesn't turn it over too often, and obviously there's still 3 years to go, whatever it is now, 2.5 years to go till his draft. But yeah, really exciting prospect. I know a lot of Essendon fans are going to be watching him intently over the next couple of years, but yeah, he looks all class, and yeah, he could very well be a top 5-10 pick come 2 years time if he keeps going on the way he is. Next one's an interesting one. Tavita Roden, obviously the son of David Roden. He is eligible for father-son for Port Adelaide, but he's also in the Essendon NGA Academy. So I don't really know where he's going to end up with this, but obviously he had a really good game. Sorry, I forgot to mention these three lads played. This was the last game against South Australia they played, and Vic Metro won the Carnival in Division 1. I think it was up on the Gold Coast. So that's the stat you're seeing there was the last game the three of them played, and all three, played really good and played their role very well. So exciting things. Back to Roden, yeah. Interesting to see where he's going to end up and what he's going to choose. There's obviously talk that he's close with Koby, but David Roden, I'm assuming will still live in Melbourne. Obviously, does a goal umpiring and that sort of thing. So, where's he going to end up? I'm not sure. Hopefully, us, but obviously, Port he can end up choosing Port as well, and very easily be doing that. So it's a long way to go until that decision needs to be made. But he had a really good game, probably his best game for the Carnival on Friday, I think it was. Tavita. So yeah, 1 goal, 30 touches, 6 clearances. They played him a bit more midfield time than they had been throughout the Carnival, and he teared it up. So yeah, he's going to be a really exciting player. Watch going forward. Last one, Mustafa Darwish. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He actually had a really good Carnival. I didn't know much about him until the under-16s Carnival started. And yeah, he was really consistent throughout all 3 games that they played. 26 disposals in this game, 6 tackles. He's classy. He just finds plenty of the footy. I mean, all 3 of these guys do. And he's another really exciting NGA player coming through the ranks in a couple of years' time. So another one to watch out for. He did win the Basher Hooley medal as a junior in his foundation academy that Basher Hooley has. So clearly he's got some leadership about him as well. And yeah, this is going to be an exciting draft for the Bombers. Koby, Tavita, and Mustafa. See if it ends up happening. It's a long way out, but these 3 both played very well. And yeah, exciting times ahead. Be interesting to see if any of them play, because Koby's played a game for the under-18s at Calder Cannons, and I think Tavita has as well. Mustafa might have as well. So let's see if they play any more throughout to finish off the season and see how they go. But obviously they'll go to school footy or whatever they do now that the championships are done. But yeah, can't wait to see these guys in the future. And the last few that I'll just quickly talk about now, these are more, I just say 2027 father-son prospects, but some of these that might be, I think, next year as well. These guys are just keep an eye on, but I can't really see happening at this point in time. Obviously, Thomas Caracella, Max Alessio, Love it, Murray's son. He's really good at basketball by all reports, so he might end up going down that route. And then you got Aiden, Ramanauskas, Logan Danaher, and Taj McPhee. So there's a few of them there more to keep an eye on, but none of them have obviously hit the heights yet, and they have a while to go, a year or two to hit their stride, if that's something they want to go down and play AFL footy. So yeah, there's a few more names to keep an eye on. And just to finish up, guys, please like and subscribe if you like the video. Plenty more content like this coming. I will do especially with Sweid and Huss, we'll go through their highlights of the Under-18s Carnival, chat some things about what I liked, what I think they can improve on, and we'll do more of like a player profile sort of video for them coming up, and then obviously with the draft, trade period, all that sort of stuff coming. So make sure, you hang around the channel because there's plenty more coming, plus the game previews and reviews, even though we might not want to do them for the last 5-6 weeks. But thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be in touch soon. See ya.